Hello Chocks and Chockettes, never in between, Roberto here for another video review. It's a new one, it's a special one, it's the Cadbury Dairy Milk No Frownie Brownie. Yes, one of the Inventor Bar, I'm sure it used to be called Inventor Bar, but it's Inventor Bar now. Yeah, creations for this year, 2021. Yeah, so exciting one. Who's this by? Sophie Manuel, is that? I'm sure Maniel? I'm not sure, I can't quite read the surname there, but nice signature all the same, but yeah. I think it's Maniel, I think. But yeah, very nice, yeah, so... Yeah, looks very interesting one. I've got a little thing here. This it says this mouth-watering combo of gooey brownie chunks, crunchy salted caramel chips, and crispy biscuit pieces guaranteed to turn that frown upside down. It says that's the official description. Yeah, on the website it doesn't actually say that on it, I don't think, but it's a nice one. Yeah, so yeah, so outdoor enthusiast Sophie's invention was inspired by rainy days spent baking with her mum, a fellow self-confessed chocoholic. There we go. So there we are. So that's the gist of it. I mean, I don't know if that's quite spurious or not, whether they just made that up for the when Cadbury got in touch. I'm not sure, but there we go. So yeah, so what's actually in it? I think it kind of hinted at it there, but it says in a bit more detail on the front. Milk chocolate with gooey chocolate brownie chunks, golden salted caramel chips, and crumbly biscuits. So this one definitely sounds up my street. I'm always a bit worried about brownie though in chocolate, because brownie's meant to be moist, isn't it, and gooey. Generally, it never is when it's in a bar. You know, it's always a bit, it might be chewy, but never gooey. Good, good rhyme there. Yeah, so there we go. So interesting one. So those of you who don't know what the Inventor Bar is, well, it's been past 2 or 3 years. I think 3 years, isn't it? I think this is the 3rd year of it. Basically, Cadbury do a sort of, I guess, a competition on their website. Well, it's a competition really on the website to sort of essentially submit a bar. You pick 2 or 3, I think it's 3 actually ingredients, and then essentially submit it to give it a name, and then they'll pick a winner, basically one that sounds the best. I don't know what the criteria is for them picking one. I'm not sure, but probably the one that. I think there's a bit of marketing behind the scenes really, because I heard that all this sort of orange chocolate craze came about because, at least on Cadbury's side, because basically lots of people in one of the Inventor Bar years submitted lots of orange flavour requests basically. So I think it's a bit of marketing really is the gist of it. So yeah, so we'll see. So I'm not sure. So basically I don't know whether they're just using this well, they will be using it for marketing purposes, I guess. I don't know whether the choices are based on that, or whether they'll come out with their own bars at some point in the future based on what people have commonly picked. But yeah, it's interesting one. So it says, yeah, only 1 bar will remain. There we go. Support your favourites at cadburyinventor.com. Have you also tried banoffee nut crumble and fizzing cherry? Yes, well, I haven't tried them yet, but I've got those to review as well. Yeah, so very excited for those. Yeah, so looking interesting for sure. So this is the first one I'm going to try. So yeah, not tried the others yet, so I can't say for sure whether this one will be better or not. But I might do like a video after the 3 to see which I preferred or whatever and why. But yeah, interesting one. It's got like a paw print on there as well. I don't know what's it's got a paw print there, but it's interesting. Do the others have that? Yeah, that one's got a paw print underneath. Must be, maybe it's something from the inventors. No, this one's got like an apron with a C on it. I'm not too sure why. This is Josh Clark who did that one, so maybe. This has got some love hearts as well, so I don't know. Maybe there's something to do with the inventor. I'm not sure, but interesting. Something there. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, it looks very interesting. Yeah, there's too much more to say on it really. So the description there. Milk chocolate with brownie pieces 8%, salted caramel pieces 4%, and biscuit pieces 2%. Does it have does have palm fat there, you can see. Yes, there we go. Milk chocolate milk size 20% minimum, actual 23%. Don't know why is the minimum and actual, I'm not sure, but cocoa size 20% minimum. Contains better fats in addition to cocoa butter. And calories per 100 grams, 519 calories, so it's just on the lower end of the 500 to 550 scale that typical chocolate bars have. 28 grams of fat, 16 of which are saturates. Per 6 chunks, 27.5 grams, 143 calories, 7.6 grams of fats, 4.4 of which are saturates. And it's the actual weight of the bar, 110 grams. And it says just over there. Yeah, so I guess 6 chunks is probably a quarter, something like that. But yeah, so it's probably a 6x4 bar, I think. Interesting, yeah, so quite excited for this one. Yeah, so it's got the new Cadbury's branding on it, so you can see all the sort of, they've copied from a Cadbury Australia, so you can see all that on the purple, you can see what it says milk and dairy and stuff like that, and established 1905, whatever it is, yeah, so, it looks very nice as well, doesn't it? It does look very tasty, so I'm quite excited for this one. yeah, we'll give it an open. So let's do it. Let's give it an open. Right, let's give this Cadbury Dairy Milk Inventor Bar, No Frownie Brownie, an open. Yeah, so invented by Sophie Maniel, I think it is. Maniel, I'm not sure. Not sure I can't quite read the last name. But it's not on the website here. I thought it might be on Cadbury's website, but it just refers to as Sophie. So, yeah, so I'm not too sure. So apologies, Sophie, if you're watching. But yes, either way, got a nice invention there going on. So it'll be interesting to see how it tastes. Let's give it a bit of a measure before I open it. So let's see. So it's about roughly about 18.5 centimeters. Yeah. So we'll see how the flourishes compare. So I've got like a open me here. Open and reseal there, reclose it says, not reseal. Yeah, and it's got the Queen approved symbol under there as well. There it is. Super Vegetarians, there you go. By appointment to Her Majesty the Queen, Cocoa and Chocolate Manufacturers, Cadbury UK Limited, Bourneville. There we are. You can see a bit more of the nice effect of the packaging and that paw print under there. I'm not sure if Sophie's a fan of dogs. It doesn't say for sure, but yeah. Well, a different symbol, so I'm assuming it's for the creator there, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'll say, especially with Josh Clark's having an apron with a C on it. Clark, we would have thought it would have a J, but I don't know. Not sure. Well, it could just be chocolate. Okay, so let's give it an open then. Yes, I've done about what have I done? 790 reviews, maybe almost 800 reviews now. So if you like this video, yeah, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Yeah, I'll put a link to a playlist for my other reviews in the top right hand corner as you look. So after you've watched this one and you enjoyed it, if you want to check some more out, click on that and you can do. Hope you enjoy those as well. Right, so yeah, it looks a bit melty. So yeah, I think it's yeah. So there we go. So it's a 3x, well, 3x8 bar. Really. So yeah, a bit melty though. It's not that warm in the house today, but clearly, yeah, the melter's got the best of it in some respects. But yes, there we go. Well, Cadbury's does melt quite easily. Yes, you can see it's very full of stuff for sure, can't you? There, you can clearly see lots of pieces there. Really nice. Yeah. So it was about 18.5 centimeters. So we'll just give it a bit of a measure. So it's now about yeah, just over 15.1. So that's about 3.5 centimeters almost there. Yeah, clearly see it's full of stuff at the bottom. And there you go. So it's a bit confusing as to say, you know, it says per 6 chunks, doesn't it really? So on the back, I think for calories. It's a bit frustrating that it doesn't break into 6 very well. I guess you could, yeah, I guess it's a quarter, isn't it? You could just do 2 by 3. Yeah, so okay, fair enough. You can see the brownie pieces coming through as well, so very nice. Let's give it a bit of a measure. I'll say it's a bit melty. I'm in danger of it melting a bit. So normally I would use the calipers, but I think it might be a bit risky. We'll just go with the ruler instead, because it might just squish into it. It's about 7.5 centimeters pretty much in width there. Yeah. I'll do it for the height actually, the calipers. But we'll just check the accuracy of the ruler, shall we? Why not? We're using these calipers. Let's have a check. About 7.4 there. And the height. It's a bit lumpy, so 9 millimeters. In between the segments, about 7. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just melting away a bit. Let's give it a bit of a snap. So there we go. So there you go, you can see there. Yeah, that's some nice ingredients there in between. Yeah. It was pretty good, that, I think you'd say. Yeah, so you can clearly see there lots of nice brownie pieces with biscuit pieces as well, so quite chock full of stuff. Yeah, interesting. Let's just give it a bit of a cut down a segment to see if the sensor continues in. Sort of does. It did a bit to the top, but we couldn't really, yeah, don't know. There's some brownie pieces come through the top of some of the segments, but not massively so, so I'm not too sure. See they sort of come through. You can see a bit of them through the top, but not generally on the top of the bar. So just try cutting through another one. Yes, it seems to mainly be the bottom of the bar, but you can see in this one here actually. Yeah, there is a bit of biscuit come through there at the top. So yeah. So it does go through to the top of the bar. You can see a massive brownie piece there. I'm excited about these brownie pieces. Definitely look big enough, so we'll see. Right, well, let's give it a taste, I think. Yeah, let's do it. I'm excited for this. Let's give it a taste. Right, okay, we're going to this Cadbury Inventor Bar Special Edition No Frownie Brownie, created by Sophie Maniel. I'm not sure how you pronounce the surname, or spell it. But yes, that's a very interesting one, so well done, Sophie. Yes, let's have a see. So I've got some segments down below here that we sort of got prepared earlier, so let's give it a taste. I'm excited, as I say, for this one. Should be tasty. Looks interesting. Definitely looks up my street, but I'd say brownie's the bit that I'm a bit worried about, whether it'll really taste of brownie, be sort of soft and moist and things. But it sounds definitely up my street, so let's give it a taste. Let's do it. There's a nice crunch there. Yeah. Salty caramel chips and crumbly biscuits. So yeah, can't really see much of the. Can't really taste much salty. Well, I guess it's a slight. It's a bit sort of. It's a funny one. It's a bit like yeah. It's sort of not really salty caramel, I would say. But you can. It feels a bit like popping candy in it almost. It's more like sort of caramel crispy pieces. Yeah. It's okay. I can mainly taste sort of. I think a slight taste of biscuit there. But I mean like getting crunch from sort of crunchy caramel. So it's a bit like the sort of crunch you'd get in something like almost like matchmakers or something, you know. It's that sort of crunchy candy sort of taste. Now there's some biscuit pieces in there. Let's clear this little biscuit piece. And that's quite crunchy, almost Rice Krispie like. But I can't really taste much saltedness. There's, as I say, some pieces in there were quite golden looking. I don't feel like I'm getting much brownie either. A bit of brownie. Brownie, when you taste it, it's quite soft. There's a bit there in that corner, so I'm just going to nibble that off. You see that in there, so I'm just going to nibble that. I definitely got a bit of salt there from something, but it's a funny one, this one. I get some crunchy pieces, but I'm not really tasting. I'm not really tasting the brownie, and I'm not really tasting any caramel. I'm just getting some crunch. So I did get like a strong salty taste just at 1 minute from where I just sort of bit that bit off the corner. I must have got like just a segment of salted caramel, whatever it is. But it's not really. Yeah, I don't know. It's it's one of those typical Inventor Bar affairs. This one, I think, where it's kind of the pieces just are not that great. They do sort of pop in your mouth a bit slightly. This is gooey chocolate brownie chunks. They're not really gooey, and you don't really taste them in the chocolate. They just seem to sort of, as I say, we've got like a bit at the end there, you know, and a crunchy piece. Focuses in on it. Yeah, so you know, got some sort of direct brownie piece there, which I'll nibble. It's very hard to taste with the chocolate. When I do it like that, I can taste the softness of it, but it's lost otherwise. The rest of it's just crunchy. I feel like Sophie got a really good idea here, and it should have technically been really nice, but it is nice actually. It is nice, but it's just not. I just can't determine the brownie on when I'm eating the bars as a whole. When I'm eating chunks and things, I'm just getting crunches. I'm not really getting any sort of caramel. It is a caramel crunch, but I'm not really tasting that. Yeah, and I'm tasting let's say just crunchy bits in there. And I do like crunchy bits. I like crunchy bits. I like biscuits, and I like sort of crunchy, you know, biscuits in my chocolate, and I like crunchy bits in my chocolate as well. But the caramel part doesn't really taste of caramel. The brownie bit does taste of brownie on its own, but when it's in the chocolate, you just can't. It just gets lost in the chocolate. Let's say you're not really sort of tasting any caramel either. There's no saltiness to it. So the caramel part is just crunchy. It doesn't really taste of caramel. Biscuit part's obviously crunchy as well, but you can't differentiate really between that and the caramel. I find it very difficult actually. And the brownie bit, you know, it is nice if you can manage to isolate some of it. But it just gets lost in the chocolate other than that, because the chocolate's quite soft anyway. Yeah, so I feel like you're just getting sort of crunchy bits in dairy milk, really. So I feel Sophie had a sort of great idea here, but I think just Cadbury have just not implemented it very well with the ingredients they use. And you can kind of imagine them, picking the finalists and not the, the finalists really, the final three for the vote for the best one to take place. And you can tell they brought them in for them to taste. I'm sure they just went, oh yeah, lovely, it tastes great when they had sampled it. I'm sure they wouldn't have sort of really told Cadbury, oh, hang on a sec, you can't taste the brownie or whatever. They probably might not even have any choice, So, but even if they did, I can imagine them not really being that sort of persuasive to try and make Cadbury change the recipe or whatever. Especially when they're just happy to be there. And I think I said that last time as well with these. So this gives us one really. It's nice actually. I do like it, but you're not getting any salted caramel in it. It's certainly not. It's pieces as well, so it's it's not runny caramel or anything like that. It's not chewy. You're just getting crunch. And that could either be the biscuit or the caramel. You're rarely getting a salted caramel taste or even a caramel taste. And you rarely taste the brownie as well, so unless you isolate it, because it's just lost in the chocolate otherwise, because the chocolate's quite soft. It's not bad brownie. I mean, it's quite sort of soft, as I say, but you can't differentiate between the chocolate, So overall, though, it is nice, but it's disappointing. It's not really the bar you'd want, really. It's just dairy milk with crunchy pieces in it, and if you're lucky, you might get a slight salty taste every now and again, or you might get something that you might think is brownie now and again. But very difficult. Even as I say, it's very difficult. I can only taste them when I'm really isolating them. So. And even then, the sort of the caramel part, every now and again I get a salted taste, but nothing really caramelly like for sure. Just tastes crunchy a bit, like, as I say, the sort of candied pieces in Matchmakers, So yeah. So I think for me, they're still nice actually. They're just disappointing really. So yeah, it's probably a 3.5 or 4. I still quite like them actually. I just think you're just not getting what's labelled as being in it. It's just, and I think it's just Cadbury's fault really, with them just not really giving decent, their sort of things that they throw in that aren't really tasting a brownie, and in this case aren't really sort of caramelly, salted caramelly pieces. I think Sophie's Choice is brilliant here, but I think it's just not really. Just Cadbury again, just not really implementing it very well. So I think for the fact that you can't really taste 2 of the 3 ingredients particularly well, I think I'm going to have to dock it half a mark for that. So I think it's a 3.5 out of 5. I think otherwise it'd be a 4, but yeah, 3.5 out of 5. It's still really nice. I still like it. But it probably really is a 4 out of 5 for a taste, but I think it's a 3.5 out of 5 considering the fact you just can't really taste 2 of the main ingredients. And I think that's very disappointing, especially when it's called No Frownie Brownie. I think you'd definitely be expecting brownie at the very least. And you're just not really getting that, even though it is there and there are big chunks of it. You just can't taste it because it just doesn't. It's just they're just not. Yeah, they just don't work well with the chocolate. So 3.5 out of 5. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Well, I'm going to read the other 2 now. So yeah, I will have already put a link in this corner here for the place of all the Inventor Bar reviews over the years, and it'll include the 3 new ones when I've uploaded them. It should be around the same week as this one, but this will be first, of course. So check those out as well. Let me know what your favourites is out of all 6 of them. I think there's been 6, 9 of them, even 9. Yes. So yeah, let me know what your favourite is out of all of them, if you can remember that far back, or just from the reviews. Yeah, interesting one. Yeah, so I have to go back and check myself as well. Okay, guys, leave a comment or 3. It's really great to hear from you. It truly is. Always reply as well. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, as I say. Check out the YouTube member program and the Discord server. Links are in the description, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye for now. See ya. Bye.